Hey crafty friends, Elisha from Love Letter Generation. Hope you're all doing well. I am on here with week 2 of the Back to Basics challenge collaboration that I am hosting with Elisha, who's Elisha's Crafty Hoplop. And before I get in and share with you what I made for our Back to Basics challenge, I just wanted to give a big thank you to my good friend Elisha for doing this with me, and also to all the wonderful other ladies who are taking part as well. And I will leave everybody's links down below for those that are participating, so you can go and check out and see what their take on the basic happy mail is to them. And yeah, I am excited to see what everyone has created. So I decided to go back basically to my old roots of when I first started crafting, like when I started my journey of doing happy mail, and it was quite a simple process and easy. And it was really therapeutic and relaxing. So what I did is I pulled out an old collection that I haven't used for such a long time, and it's one of my favorite crepe paper collections, All Heart. So I just love crafting with this collection, and I really enjoyed creating this old school style like flat mailer. So what I used to call it was just like a flat mail book, basically. And I tried to include things, again, like that we used to use all the time, but we don't use so much anymore. So I created this using basically just some paper and some washi tape. So you don't need any, you know, like cutting dies. You don't need like to do any sewing if you don't have a sewing machine or you can't sew. All you need is just, yeah, the simple and inexpensive, like some washi tape and just some pretty paper. So I used pieces basically that I had left over, so there was no wastage. So I ended up having basically this bit of cardstock paper left over from All Heart, and all I did was just fold it in half, and then using just like a generic sort of corner punch, I just punched the edges just to give it like a nice shape, but yeah, you don't have to do that. I ended up using some cut aparts and stickers, and believe it or not, these cut aparts here are actually, they were gifted to me a few years ago from Elisha, and she has basically backed them onto some white cardstock and fussy cut those out herself to turn them into ephemera, which is a great way to create ephemera if you can't have access or afford to, you know, buy like Maggie Holmes or crepe paper or Simple Stories, whatever, you know, you like to play with. So I think it's a great idea to create your own ephemera, just using, you could buy like a cardstock piece of paper, which is inexpensive. It might only cost you $1.25, if that. One that has lots of images, and yeah, you can just fussy cut it all out after you've glued it onto some like a good quality thicker cardstock, and then it gives you, yeah, like a really nice sturdy ephemera. So I love that idea. So I ended up using washi tape down the sides just for decoration. It doesn't need it, but I thought it would look lovely having that beautiful all heart floral washi down the side there. So I popped it down the side, or on the front, down the middle I should say, and then I also used it for the inside also, just to, it gives it that nice fun look. And then you can see here on this side I actually used the washi to adhere this little cutter part, which you use to pop some goodies in for the recipient. So I have like a, it's like a cold tea, so it's very healthy, has no sugar. So it's a green tea with rose and elderflower flavors, and you pop that in some cold, like your cold drink bottle or cold glass. It's a nice refreshing drink if you don't just like want to drink plain water. So I've added that, which is something that we used to do. We used to gift like tea bags and things like that. And then on the other side I have grabbed like a tag from the All Heart collection, and then I added some washi to the tag, which is also something else that we used to do all the time. So then you're gifting the recipient some samples of, yeah, your washi tape that they can use on their projects. And this can, it just comes off. I've basically just adhered it with a little, like a glue dot, so it's very easily removable. So they can use the washi, they can reuse the tag, they can reuse this cutter part as well, because that you can just peel off the washi and they can use the cutter part. And then we have like this kind of like belly band that I created here using scrap paper, and I just filled it up with all kinds of fun bits and pieces that you can gift to your recipient. So we have inside a pretty little sequin mix that they can use, a little glassine bag. We have basically some like tags and tickets and just pieces that they can use themselves in order to create their own happy mail. They also may not have pieces of this collection, so it gives them a little bit of a collection that they may not have, so they can yeah, try it out themselves. So we've got some cutter parts here, which are quite thick and sturdy because they've been also backed onto some good quality cardstock. So very sturdy. We have this little journal card, which I believe is from an old Maggie Holmes collection. I think it came out of a Style Board journaling card set, which is one of the sort of very first collections she ever brought out. So I thought that was also fun to include in this. They can use all these pieces if they do like to do journaling, or you know, you have like a diary, or you do some scrapbooking. So those are all the gorgeous pieces. So you can use those. You could even use these to create like your own tag flip. They could. All these pieces. There's the tag, one of the tags that I did in our first Back to Basics collab, where I just used some washi to create a simple but nice tag, and the recipient can decorate that up if they like or not. It's up to them. So they just slide back in there like that. And then on this side here, I ended up recycling a holographic envelope that I had, and I used this to pop the recipient's letter in. And I just decorated that quite simply, because the idea of, you know, doing these like Flatmail books is so it's inexpensive, you know, to send in the post, especially if you're wanting to send something overseas to someone. It's not going to cost you a whole heap to send something as simple as this, but it's absolutely jam-packed full of goodies that the recipient can use. And not only that, they can even then use this book after they've taken all the pieces out and, you know, taken what they need. They can use this themselves as like their own little journal or photo book if they're wanting to. So yeah, absolutely love how that turned out. I ended up adding also some puffy stickers, and then I had these beautiful new pops of colour. So they're similar to like Nuvo drops, but they come from scrapbook.com, and I have them in this like gold glitter sort of colour. So I ended up adding them just to give it a little sparkle. I propped some of these pieces up using foam tape. So yeah, really happy with how this little Flatmail turned out. It's basically, yeah, what I used to make when I first started my crafty journey, and only, you know, I just added probably a bit more than what I used to decorate. So my decorating used to be extremely simple. So I've definitely, yeah, improved over the years, I should say. So yeah, I just wanted to thank all the wonderful ladies that joined. Thank you to Elisha for doing this collab with me. It was a lot of fun. It's such a great idea. And yeah, don't forget to check out all the links down below to what the others created. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care. Bye.